What do you mean? Orientation locked. Rotate the device back. Why is it so hard? Why do things get harder? Why do things get harder? I guess it's gonna be sideways because I'm not in the mood to have it long ways. I don't want to. See, I don't want to look like this. I wanted it to charge and just sit there and peacefully. After then, I just gotta cancel it and I re-type everything in. I'm tired. I don't want to do that. But why are you here at all? I don't know. I was fine a second ago, but I'm not in the mood for problem. You were just not in the mood for problems? Not in the mood for problems. I don't know what I'm doing this, you know. The whole day is real. The whole day is real. The vibe is real. Everything's fine. What? No. What? No. I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. I'll feel around down there. Maybe there's a lid in there. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, but I think it would have overflowed by now. So maybe I don't know. It just needs drain though. I'll go in the pool. Pool sounds nice if it could. Trees nice. Lovely day. I'm just trying to get dressed so I can go out in the day. Yeah. I want to take a walk in the sunshine. Have you ever seen Taylor Swift in concert? Yeah. You did? Yeah, this was before. This was like, let's say 2013. maybe 2013, 14, or 15. Aww. In San Diego. It was her Red tour. Yeah. Whatever year that was. Red is the Eras. Did you want to go to this tour that she has now? I don't really follow her much anymore. I know she's been redoing her old songs, but I don't really know any of her new ones right now. I remember you liking her, so that's cute that you saw her. Yeah, I'll always like her. I go, even if I don't know the song. You went to that Iggy Azalea concert with Kelly? That's so cute. How did you start listening to her? What's your favorite song? High school friends. I don't listen to her anymore. Oh. I don't know why that popped in my head. That's cute though. I don't know. I don't even know any Taylor Swift songs. Why do she keep talking about her? I guess I'm just like everybody else. They keep talking about her. Something going on with her. There's something's happening. Maybe she made a deal with somebody. They're watching Jiminy Glick on. I would love that job. I'm not funny enough, but you want to see something funny, we'll put on Jiminy Glick interviews. Wait. They interview stars in a little fat suit. He always moves his body around funny. It's so cute and funny. I'm realizing proportions are really delightful to me. Little small things, little puffy things, with big shoes, big hat, a little body, a big body moving around like a little body. I don't know why these things are important. Anyway, they're funny. They're like making fun of each other in the interview. It's like serious, but it's not. I was gonna give this to the black lady next door. A beautiful black woman lived next door that was in the apartment. I might ever say this. The lady next door is a beautiful black woman and her husband. And I got the wrong shade in this, and I thought I'm gonna give it maybe I'll give it to the black lady next door. I don't, and then I'm like, I didn't know if that was. And then I'm like, well, what if it's not her color? It might be like, oh, and then now I'm using it, so I guess uh, it's seems a little light. I guess that would have been weird. Maybe not though. Maybe just add like it's a highlight. It's a foundation highlight on a black skin. Soft honey. I just thought it was funny that I'm just walking around using the foundation. I thought, and I'm pretty pale, if I'd say. I thought I'd give this to the pretty black lady next door. She already looks perfect. Why would I give it to her anyway? It's like I'm saying, here, cover up your face. Sure, that would have been a bad idea. Is what I'm trying to say. It was stupid. But here, look, you could use this, but she couldn't. So I hope you all had a nice day today. I I had Thanksgiving was much more fancy than I thought it would be. I slept. I couldn't sleep, so I fell asleep and I woke. My mom came in and woke me up at 4 p.m. and uh, everybody was downstairs. And I just wandered out like, and everybody was around, and it was all cute. And my cousin Tanner's gonna have a third baby, and then the little twins were there. His little twin girls that look like Mary Kate and Ashley, and they're Kaylin and Carson. I think it's little Kaylin when I walked up to her. But then after I walked over, she was looking at me. So I wish was looking up at me like I was somebody special after that. It's like, and she was handing me teddy bears and stuff, the stuffed animals, and kept, it was for you. And then I said, thank you. And I go, oh, and I kiss him, and oh, I kiss you. And then I give it back to her. And she was, oh, and then I gave it, oh, for you. And I go, oh, thank you. We kept passing it back and forth for about 15 minutes. But she's so cute. You see somebody so pretty and cute looking at you, like you're cute, and then you get real shy. You're almost like, oh my, oh, stop. Then we, then I there, we were, Keith was tickling him and throwing him up in the air, and then bouncing them, and then I was bouncing them too, and we're bouncing them like, oh, this is a workout. Get a whole arm workout. And my heart was pumping. I was like, this is just stay in shape, lifting kids up in the air, and we're bouncing them like they're on a trampoline. And they go, ah. Then you go, oh, he's flying to space, flying to space. That was cute. I had my phone ran out of memory, but it was, and I was So I don't have footage. Maybe my sister does. But, it was a good thing. Because if my phone had memory, I would have been filming the whole time because I would be like, you're so cute, I have to capture it. And then I wouldn't be staring at their face trying to remember them. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, this is too cute. Though everybody has to see. This needs to be remembered forever. It made me be very more present. Like we said, it's ideal to have a little bit of both. And it was a little bit of both, so I'm happy. They're so cute. They look like angels. They look like drawings of angels, like an illustration. Paintings of. They're just so cliche little cherubs, like what you would see in every piece of art. That's what those girls look like. Blonde, silky hair, bright blue eyes. So cute. Anyway, and then they left, and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know Vincent was gonna come. I go outside and I'm just walking in the night. Oh, I thought, I know what would be fun. I want to go. What would make the spruce of the night? I said I want to try a cigar. I want to play some cards and smoke a cigar for the first time. Thought that would be a fun thing to do. And I was gonna go outside and tell Kelly my idea. Oh, and then I told my grandma, "Go, you want to smoke a cigar, Grandma?" She goes, "No, that makes cigars make you deathly ill. They make you deathly ill." I was that made me laugh. And then I walked outside into the night air, and I was like, "Oh, we'll just see what I don't know, see where Kelly's at, what's happening." And I was just accepting, whatever the world had for me, whatever God had for me. And I was walking along. There was no want. There was no want. I don't know if this is me. I just was like, I'm not gonna want for anything. I'm just here. What is it? In the moment. I feel like I'm always wanting something all the time. Wanting a person. Wanting to be doing this. Wanting. Why are you here with me? Why? I don't know. Why is this happening? Yeah, but I wasn't doing that last night. And and then I'm walking along and I hear a voice, a man's voice. I don't know where they changed the parking spot, so I didn't know where Kelly was. So I was just walking till I saw her. So I'm like looking who the man is, or like who is that? And as I'm walking up, I'm looking at him, and it's Charlie. And I love Charlie. He, he. We loved Brennan. We loved Brennan from kindergarten till fifth grade, and he never liked us. He never gave us the time of day. We threw tar. I threw tar on. I went to his house and we threw tar at each other. We threw tar at each other. I think I ruined an outfit. But I sat there. I was his loyal, uh, lover. Loyal. I would sit and just go in the grass and make flower necklaces as he played football, like I was his fan. He's just his fan. He never asked me. He never asked me, but how dare he not love me back? He was always nonchalant. He wasn't mean or anything. He's just just like a he's just like, oh, it's his own world. Don't you get a clue if one girl's looking at you all the time? He already know. He knew too, because we chased each other in kindergarten. I chased him around. So, how rude. How dare he? Let me look. Anyways, that was my only boo. But in sixth grade, I loved Charlie. That was my first little miniature woman love. Because that doesn't count. If I'm not even 10 years old, does it count? Sure, it counts. So I was happy to see him. I ran over to him so happy. You always talk about your loves. I mean, I should get a life. Huh? I just get a life. Why is it about men with you? Because they're cute. You know? I had some few years where I wasn't thinking that much. Not really though. No, not really. What? Anyway, I was happy to see him. I ran over and his shoes weren't tied good. So I would say, I'm sorry, this is a never holiday and then because he's friends with the family. My grandma's watched him since he was little. He lived next door to his grandma. You know the story. We all know the Charlie story. Do you? Say it again. I'm looking at this tree that reminds me of his grandma. So then, and then Kelly and Trisha were there too. They were all three talking together, and it was just like a nice surprise. And I tied his shoes. I said, "You're gonna trip." His shoelaces were real floppy. They're flying on their big bows hanging off of his shoe. Then what if you fall down? Everybody's falling over. We're all breaking their legs. I broke one. I chipped my ankle. My mom hurt her knee, something. My no, my grandma hurt her knee. Grandma broke her leg. My mom hurt her knee. They're all had. You don't need you falling down, breaking something. Make sure your shoes are tied. Your shoes are tied. I grabbed his arm and I was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you." It was cute. And we walked along. I said, will you be my boyfriend tonight? And he laughed. And then Vincent came in too. And then there was everybody. There was no men, and then suddenly there was men all over the place. And then I always have my sweetie, I felt, and you know what? It all started happening after I put um Trisha gave me a pin that said "I am loved," and all these things happened right after I put on the pins that "I am loved." All the love started coming. I mean, I already felt love. It was a good day, but it was, I don't know, just seeing things you don't expect to go well. And so that was a cute night. We was all talked and had turkeys and had turkeys. We talked and had turkeys. My grandma sat and listened, and Kelly was there, and Vincent was there, and the pictures. And he showed me these pictures on his phone. This is why I like Charlie. I mean, he's a perfect example. One of the reasons. He go, he just makes me laugh. He's a happy boy. That's nice. He's never. Maybe he might get a little grumpy sometimes, like just like well, the years I've seen him. Maybe he'll get like grumpy for like look like he has a little bit of like grumpy for an hour or something, like something annoyed him for a minute. But then he's just a simple boy. He just does stuff. He just does stuff. He never seems like he's that sad or anything. And I like and it's cute. I feel I'm like very dreary inside. I have a dreary soul. My natural self that is dreary with some sweet spots. But he's more like a sunny day that a cloud goes in front of for a minute. Me, I'm like the bottom of the bleachers that are wet and they're dark and they're probably lonely. most of the time, but sometimes people come underneath them and kiss, and we get little sun rays that come in, and it's a bit magical. Does that make sense? Anyway, I don't have a lot of friends, so I was just happy to see him. I don't have any friends. I have no friends. I'm lonely. And he goes, "Here's a roof." Hey, he showed me pictures of shows me pictures of a roof. And it's a pretty roof. It's a pretty view. Hey, it's a. He goes, "Let me show you. Hey, look at this." I go and I look. I go, "What are you showing me?" He, he goes, "It's uh, it was just a pretty rooftop with with palm trees. It looked like it was, I don't know, Laguna or Malibu or who knows where it was. It looked like the ocean was in the distance. It was a pretty rooftop." I go, "Oh, it's nice." He goes, "Yeah, I was fixing the roof. I was fixing the roof here the other day." I go, "Oh, were you enjoying yourself? Did you like it? Like, did you were you had that's pretty. It looks like it was a nice time." He goes, "No, it wasn't. It was bad. It was horrible." He was acting like he said it was a horrible time. I didn't like it. I didn't like it on the roof. I'm like, "Well, the view was nice. Are you like, oh, it's a roof? It's a roof. It's just a view." Like he acted like it was no big deal. Like I'm like, well, this is a perfect example why I like it. Like it was just I was bad time. It was just nothing. It was nothing special. It was whatever. Well, no, it wasn't good. I'm like, well, you must have liked it. You were taking pictures. You're taking pictures on the roof of the view. So you must, and it does. It looks pretty. You were, I guess, were you enjoying? Like that at least the view is nice. Like, oh, like why are you showing me? Then I go, you must have thought some. I said, did you think I said you might have. I see. It goes. Then he's, I don't know. So you didn't like it. So why are you showing me if you didn't like the roof? Why are you showing me if you didn't like the view on the roof? Why'd you take a picture of it and show me? And then he go, and I said, did you think I would like the roof? And the view, it is pretty. He goes, no, I was just showing you what I was doing. You know what? I don't know. I guess maybe that wasn't weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm the weird one. No, he said it out loud. To me, that was so funny. You see how that's funny? Like, I just, like, oh, like, I just thought that makes no sense. Either he's being coy or like, and he's being cute, he's being coy about it, and like, he's like, oh, I'm, no, it's nothing. It's not, or, or maybe it is nothing, and maybe he was just showing me what he was doing. Maybe he was just showing me what he was doing. Maybe I'm the weird one. Anyway, that made me laugh. But it's things like that make me laugh loud. He goes, I would bring you to work. He's freelance, a handyman. I'd bring you to work, but you wouldn't last an hour, they said. I said, well, now I really would last. That would surprise you. Bring me, let me try. Like, so I might go on but I might go on a handyman job, like a man. I might become some at some point in the future. We'll see. Oh, really? So if you need a handyman, you call Charlie. Or you need someone to put together your IKEA furniture. Or fix your roof. Oh, he does demolition too. Like a demolition. Oh, I bet you love that. That's so like a little boy grows up. I want to be a demolition man. And I thought, what is that, like an explosion? I said, you explode stuff? He said no. He goes, I do it the natural way, the way it's supposed to be done. The way it's meant. And he's all big, smiling real big when he says it. And he then uh, and then I'm like, what? I go with a big hammer? And then he goes, yup, yup, yup. And Vincent's listening. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. But I don't know. He said something. I don't remember what he said. Then Jason Alexander comes on the TV from Seinfeld. George Costanza, and then he go, and the whole time I'm laughing because Jimmy Glick is on the screen as we're talking, and he's doing sitting on the chair all funny with his little body. And so I'm laughing at the screen, and I'm just happy in the moment, just listening to everybody. And what was he saying? Oh, then he goes, I never liked George Costanza. I never liked him. I never liked his kid, or I never liked the roles this actor plays in. I'm like, you don't like George Costanza? And he goes, and he says, oh, I don't. I'm like, you don't. He's in Seinfeld. And I go, me and Vincent were like, it's Seinfeld. And he's like, yeah, I never liked that show. I'm like, what? You don't like Seinfeld? I was just like unheard of. I know it's a lot. And then Kelly's like, then I look at Kelly, and we're on the Seinfeld team. Vincent, me, Kelly, we're big Seinfelders. We're big Seinfelders. My dad, my mom will laugh too. My mom's not obsessed, but she thinks it's funny too. She always laughs too. Uh, Maybe my dad isn't a big Seinfelder because I talk about Seinfeld and growing up watching him watch Seinfeld, and I was like always thought that he was like Jerry, and he is. My dad's just like Jerry Seinfeld with a dash of Tim Allen, like you said, like the love fest, feeling like it felt like a real love fest. Then we're in the kitchen, all squeezed in the kitchen. And I'm like, would you like a brownie? I made a brownie. Charlie goes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. I would love it. Nobody else cared about my brownie. He wanted my brownie. I gave him a huge piece this big. He goes, now I need some milk. And then Vincent's in there getting his plate full of turkey and stuff. And he's like, I need milk. And he's looking in the thing, and he's like, there's no milk. And I said, yes, there is. He said, look, I got the milk. And then Kelly's squeezed in there too because she's heating up her food, and she's all angry because somebody else ate her plate. Oh, oh. And uh, and she's just grumpy and tired and hungry. And she's like, she's trying to reheat her food. And she's squeezed in there. Then I think even Trisha was in there. Everybody was in there. I'm like, and then Kelly's and then he's going, let me crack, and tries to let me crack your back, Kelly, because she needs a chiropractor. She's like, no, I don't want anyone to touch me and mess me up. I don't know. It just was funny. We're all squeezed in this little space. It was like I'm like getting, and I'm like, I'll get the milk. And I'm getting the milk. And I'm like, look at how cute this is. All the love is all squeezed together. Oh, it was cute. I like. Oh, and then Kelly's like, back to the Seinfeld. She goes, well, a lot of my friends don't like Seinfeld, actually. And then I go and I said, well, what do you like? What do you like? What did you watch when you were little? And it's like all kinds of stuff. Like I remember watching game shows with you. Uh, remember that? I remember he invited me over into his house with Annie, and to where's my where are you? Like I'm not coming out. You're talking about a bunch of guys. Hey, you're my sweetheart. You're my constant. Please don't leave me. I I gotta go. I gotta I gotta go. I said, Zabi, it sounds good to me, and it's more entertaining to hear other people than just you. You say the same thing all day. Who want to hear that? I think it's a good thing. Hear different conversations. Oh my god. Anyway, Mark, isn't it? It's cute. You see, I always say my dad. Dad, I always think that place was funny. Because you say that Tim Allen reminds you of your dad. And I always thought Tim Allen reminded me of my dad. You guys all, maybe Tim Allen is everybody's dad, though. I don't think so. I just thought that was funny you said that, because think that about my dad. Mixed with Jerry Seinfeld, mixed with a few other people as well. But I thought that was cute when you said that. It would be, if you have any videos of your dad and you, that would be cute to see. I don't know the fathers of any. I don't know the fathers of anyone that I've liked, I don't think. Vincent's dad died before I met him. Charlie, I don't know his mom or his dad. Call her daddy. Maybe I'll be your. You guys need a daddy? I'll be your daddy. I have a daddy. My daddy's nice. Always daddies around me. Maybe just the daddies get together. Or maybe I'll just be daddy. You need a daddy? Kelly, call it, call her daddy. Call your daddy. Hey, daddy. Like, what's happening? What was I saying? Anyway, so I said, what do you like? And he says, the reason he's just funny. He's just a cute boy. So I go, I just smile. I go, what do you like? And he goes, Sons of Anarchy. I go, and the Mayans. I pay for Hulu. It's perfect for me to play. I mean, it's worth it for me to pay for Hulu. I go, what do you watch on there? What do you watch on there? He goes, yeah, Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans. I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. The Mayans. Is that like the Mayan calendar people? I thought that was gonna be real. I was like, well, that sounds cool. But it's just a part of the Sons of Anarchy thing, which is a motorcycle show, which doesn't sound interesting to me at all, to be honest. And but he says that he really loves it. And then he goes, I go, what's your favorite movie? And he goes, Howard the Duck. I go, you're so cringe. It's so like we have totally different taste. We have totally different taste with film and TV. I like, ew. It's so. and he pick up the pillow like he's gonna throw it at me. Like, shut up. But anyway, so Charlie's a cute boy, but we can't, we couldn't watch entertainment together. We couldn't veg out on the couch. You know, I guess there's different people for different things. I couldn't handle that. I don't think I could handle watching TV or movies with him. But he's very cute to walk around with. And, and then he's never too upset anything. He lets the things roll off his shoulders. And it's just simple and in the moment. I don't know, I'm very inspired. I'm inspired by those qualities. It's nice to see that in a grown man. I like those things. You know, but then you go, well, if you're going to be successful, it's a lot of work. Yeah, I know. See, isn't that the wrong way to be? So working so hard all the time. They just be like, hey, if you need me to, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I was happy. And then I did and then Vincent, then by we went by my mom, Vincent called, was like, well, Vincent, why you stay here? I was like, why don't we just stay up here in my grandma's room? Because I don't feel like packing anything. So like, I gotta go back to my kitties. I'm like, why don't we just stay here? I said, okay. I just gotta go back downstairs. I cheered myself up. The Lord cheered me up. Love cheers you up. So if you're having a bad day, start talking about something nice that happened. Someone you love, good moment. Now I could go back down. I feel refreshed. Um, then we go upstairs and we're laying down. He goes, I don't know, I feel kind of weird here. Vincent's in my grandma's room here, and he goes, and I was looking at his face like, I know, like you could feel it. You never know. Like if it's a new house, if someone's house is painted white and they have like modern furniture and no trinkets, it doesn't. It feels norm. It feels like nothing, right? It's like a hotel. But if there's like little personal items or rich colors, it's like I'm in somebody's home. So they lived here a long time. Like this is their home. This is someone's. There's like there's all kinds of. I'm in the soup. I'm not walking on the top of a pastry and I could jump off. I'm not walking on a glazed donut. I'm inside some soup here. I'm inside the stew. That makes sense. It makes sense. You know when you're in someone's house. But I like it. I like that. But I was laughing and I was looking at him because I know what he was talking about. Then I gave him some pants I found here from the 70s, and that they must be my grandma. So you want to put these on? Because I don't know why my grandma has these pants because they were so huge. They're so huge. Not that he's huge, but they stretch so big and were so long that I mean, you could fit two people. I could fit in one leg and my sister in the other leg, and we could go and walk down the road, which I remember I want to still do. So I'm gonna, but anyway, he put the pants on. So anyway, they would fit any size man, tall or whatever. So he was wearing some 70s pants with flares at the bottom. And then my mom knocked on the door and said, you know, your car's all alone, Vincent. You gotta go play. You might get robbed. You want to move your car from the parking lot? So then I was gonna just stay here, but I didn't. I said I'm gonna go out in the night. I'm like, you know, I don't really hang out with my mom and Vincent in the night together very often. She goes, I'll drive you back to your car. And I'm like, oh. let's go out in the night. We better take advantage of this moment and be together. And so I went out, and then I felt like we were all night. I had you with me. Where did you go? I left you. Did you want to be with me no more? I'm very scared of that. Nobody's allowed to leave me. You're not allowed to leave me. You can't break up with me. You can't leave me. No. I mean, if you need to add to your life, then add to your life, but you can't leave me, right? Abandonment issue. And I won't abandon you either. What? What? Anyway, so I was Mark. I was running with you in the night. Did you feel me running with you in the night? Because I'm like, I don't want to get in the car. I'm gonna run to the parking lot, and we ran in the night together. Did you feel it? Were you there? It was very exciting. I said I only can feel alive if I'm running with the person I love, someone I love in the night, the person I love, my best friend, the person in the night. So we ran in the night. I was holding you, we were running in the night. And I said, "Honey, look at the moon." And we looked at the moon, and then we jumped in the car. I pretended I was making detective music, like something interesting was happening. And then, and I'm almost.
Chad's downstairs with the baby.
Hey, something interesting? Okay, I'll get down.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was here. Nobody told me that. My mom left. She didn't wait for me either. I was gonna say my mom abandoned me. Well, I didn't know nobody was down there. All right, I'm coming. I'm telling a story. And so we were running in the night air together, and it was wild and romantic. Wild and romantic. Really felt carpe diem. And exhilarating. Something was happening. You know, people are together. People are together. The night is crisp. Let's run in the moonlight. And so then I ran there, then I could jump in the car with my. So after running there, I jumped. He got out of my mom's car and went in his car. And then I went in my mom's car. And then I went in my mom's car. He was riding in his car trying to find another parking spot. And I was sitting with my mommy, and I don't. And I was she go and you were driving ahead. You were driving ahead. Oh, this felt like a good moment, so I just wanted to immortalize it because I probably would forget. I just felt good at this moment. And then you were driving ahead, and I was with my mom in the car, and we didn't know where you went. We didn't know where you went.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know where you went, and so then and she goes, we lost track. He's gonna think I'm a weirdo. I was holding my mom's hand and looking at her as she was driving in the neighborhood, and I held her hand and I put my fingers in between hers like this. And she has the best feeling hand. It almost feels like a skeleton, like in a way, like she has these long, strong. They're really strong. Hands. She has strong hands, but they're delicate and needly. And so when you put your hand in her hand, it felt like it's big. It has width up top, but then there's like these little gaps right here. It felt like where it's almost like it locks in place, like your hand locks in place. And I thought, Mommy, you have the best feeling hand. It feels good. It felt like skeletons holding hands. I don't know how to explain it. It just was. I was like, you have a good handle. Some people have big mitts, and that's good too. But it was just a different kind of good.
Chad's downstairs with the baby.
Okay, I'm going now anyway. So then,
Chad's downstairs.
all right. Well, I'm sure my grandma wants to talk to me anyway.
They're asking about you.
I'm coming right now.
They're downstairs with the baby.
Um,
Chad's downstairs.
so then,
With his wife Bristol, whatever her name is. Oh, and
that's the baby's name is Bristol.
oh, and they don't want you to mention that Tanner is having a kid. Some drama's going on where the two wives are like against each other or something, and they don't want the other one knowing she's pregnant. Oh, Trisha brought this up. It's so weird. I'm like, what's going on? Well, they don't want them to know. Like, was it Chad's baby? It's like, no. Like, there's the whole thing, and if Chad wants to explain it, he can explain it. And I'm like, what? So she took the card off the tree. She's like, nobody should know. They can't know. And she took the card off the tree. Just about the baby or something. I'm like, what is it was so weird? Family has more stories than the TV show Dallas.
None of this happened.
I swear to Jesus Christ in heaven.
None of this happened. What are you talking about?
To Jesus Christ, may he strike me dead.
You misunderstood.
No, I did not.
You did.
Tried over and over.
You misunderstood.
I tried to get it out of them, and grandmother kind of knew what was going on. She didn't even know the whole story.
Tanner is having a baby. Him and his wife had this baby. What the hell are you talking about?
They won't like me. It was the biggest secret in the world not to tell Chad.
Oh, well, they probably were waiting for Tanner to tell Chad.
No.
They're brothers. Maybe he doesn't know yet.
That's the problem. And then your grandmother goes that, whatever, the two wives, someone's jealous of the other wife or something. Some sort of thing going on with those two.
I don't think so. You heard something's wrong. That doesn't make sense. They're two brothers that both have kids.
I get sick of you doubting everything
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard anything in my life.
You didn't believe me about the ants, and you don't believe me about
you're adding to the story. I'm almost done with the story.
I just gotta prove everything.
I know, because I don't know what you're talking about. What is it? That doesn't know. I've never heard any of these things in my life.
Well,
the only thing I can imagine is that Chad doesn't know yet.
Trisha warned me. She goes, "Don't say anything." And there's a whole thing going on between the two wives. Can
you stop? Okay, well then why are you telling us?
Because I don't want you to
you know I'm not making a video. Why are you telling the whole world that? No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm live. I don't have this storage room.
Oh, I didn't know you were live.
Well, those things aren't even happening. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But
okay.
So we were in the car, and after you parked and I ran home, we got in the car together. Oh, then we went to Del Taco, and everybody has to try. I was like, I didn't want to go home yet because it was just nice being in the car together. And I'm like, let's go do something. Let's drive by your high school, mommy. And I'm like, oh, let's go to this weird little bar across the street. And then like, no, it's gonna close anyway. And then like, well, then let's go to get a drink at Del Taco. And I get the strawberry lemonades at Del Taco, the extra large ones, with extra strawberries. But I mix it with half of it with Sprite. Do half Sprite, half lemonade, and extra strawberries at Del Taco. The strawberry lemonade. And it's perfect. Half Sprite, half lemonade with extra strawberry. Wasn't it good? It was one of the best thing I ever had. And it's this big. It's this big for $4. So that's my new favorite drink. If you want to taste what I like. And then we came in here. We came upstairs again, and you said the ants are biting you, and I said that's not. These ants are the size of a pinhead. I don't think that you're feeling their bite. If they can bite, they're not like the ones outside that are this.
It bothered me so much. I got up and I went to the bathroom. And there were ants crawling on me, about 3 or 4 of them, 2 on my arm and 1 on my leg. And then I noticed in the bathroom there were more ants. So yes, that's what happened.
I've never been bitten by an ant in my life. Well, I have them crawling all over me all the time.
They were just little pinsies, that's all. How did I know to get up off the bed?
You always think things are biting you.
Well, they were.
Maybe they are. Why do things want to bite you?
It's impossible.
I'm just surprised because that
It's
doesn't
just
happen to
impossible
me.
to talk to you sometimes.
Alright, well, I'm ready for the day now, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Things are biting Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bite me. Alright. Well, hi, thanks for listening to my story. Oh,
So
Thanksgiving. It was a nice Thanksgiving.
Big mouth. I'll get blamed.
Joe D, thank you. Joe D, like my dress. You like my eyes? Thank you. Thank you, Joe D. Joe D. Ron didn't want to give me Ron didn't want to give me $5, but he wanted me to twirl around and do a fashion show. This is from Dolls Kill. I said, Ron, you need to give me Ron, baby. You got to give me $5. You want me to twirl for you? Sounds so like a hoochie. Wow, but Joe D, this is for you then. Thanks for complimenting my Valentine dress. Oh. He looks at the whole. Well, it's not so great when I see the whole thing. Because I was born on Valentine's Day. That means that I am love. I was born on a Sunday too. And it's 7/27. How many sevens is a jackpot?
No idea.
Is it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3 or 4.
Anyway, so 7 plus 2, so 7, 7, 2, 7, 2 sevens, 2 sevens. That's like 4 sevens on a Sunday morning on Valentine's Day, the day of love. That basically means I am the queen of love. So if you ever see hearts things, give it to me. This is my. We'll make it casual. Here's our love. Here's the love. Oh, 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 oh.